And a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching. We're live on FIBA's official YouTube platform, and we're here currently in the city of Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia. And it's been a beautiful occasion here in this immaculate, wonderful city here in the Balkans. And it can only mean one thing, that it is the third quarterfinal matchup of the FIBA U20 EuroBasket 2026, as our host Slovenia will take on Türkiye. Well, hi everybody, watching live on FIBA's official YouTube platform. Both these two teams getting their spots in this quarterfinal matchup after their emphatic victories in the round of 16. Well, Türkiye did have I would say, quite a challenging game, but in the end, in the fourth quarter, they were able to run away with it. The final game in this arena in the round of 16 as they took on Lithuania and won rather convincingly. Well, Slovenia know a tough matchup, but the winner of this game will take on either France. Will take on France, excuse me, as France did win in their quarterfinal matchup. Germany losing to Spain, and Spain are waiting to find out who they'll play in the semifinals, whether it will be Serbia or whether it will be Greece. Well, there you can see the matchups. Like I said, either Türkiye or Slovenia will have a date with destiny, and that will be a semifinal matchup against France. Well, Slovenia, they have definitely brought a lot of action to this team. I mean, they have got such a high talented team, but I'd imagine in a game like this, the Slovenians, well, they can't just rely on their star player, Mark Padjan. Well, Mark Padjan, of course, currently in the NCAA with Murray State University, who has been averaging just nearly 15 points per game. When you look at Türkiye, though, well, this is also a very star-talented team. Well, Türkiye, of course, it was only the second victory yesterday in the round of 16 that got them qualified here for this quarterfinal matchup. Well, like I said, you can go 2-2, or you can go 1-2 in the group stage. As long as you win that game in the round of 16, you can give yourself a chance to get into the medal round. And the head coach, formerly of Bursaspor, played his last season of pro basketball in Türkiye back in 2016 in the second tier of pro basketball in Türkiye. Well, for Slovenia, well, it's going to be a fun ride for them, no doubt about it. I think one thing that's definitely going to go in favor tonight for Slovenia is the home court advantage. The Stojice Arena has seen some of the Slovenian greats come into this arena, whether it's Luka Doncic, both brothers of Zoran and Goran Dragic, and even Matej Šmodaš and Boštjan Nakba, some of the greats of Slovenian basketball. But tonight, this young team filled with the future prospects, the next-gen hoopers of Slovenia. Well, when you look at that big victory they had in the final group stage against Romania, that just set the tone for them going in to the round of 16. And it was a very convincing victory against Belgium. Look at this team, the guy that got them going from the very beginning. Well, we talked about Ruben Kroflic in that matchup against Belgium. Also, the likes of Alias managed their key center. But a key name to look out for, indeed, along with Simon Grosic, is indeed going to be Mark Padjan. Well, now we're going to stand for the national anthems of both Slovenia and Türkiye.
National anthems are here first. We're starting the national anthem of Türkiye.
National anthems of these two beautiful countries have been sung, and now the two coaches will shake hands with each other and pay each other the much-needed respect and homage. Well, it's that part of the game where we should introduce three very important people for tonight's game, and those are our three referees, well, I should say four actually, along with our commissioner and technical delegate for tonight's game. Well, as always, it's an honor for me to introduce our three referees. We have three of the very finest. We've always done a magnificent job in all of our FIBA competitions, and they'll continue to do so tonight. From Bulgaria, we have Man Haraza. From Czechia, we have Ivor Matajek. And from Bulgaria as well, we have Dimitar Georgiev. Technical delegate for tonight's game, Ricardo Nuno Ferreira da Silva, coming from Portugal. Well, very shortly, we are going to look at the starting fives for both Türkiye and Slovenia. One concern we saw from Slovenia, I mean, they are great, very well organized basketball team, very well defensively, but we'll start with Türkiye. Salı Altıntaş, Deniz Aksu, Ege Akçay, Yavuz Kara, and Kaan Onat, who led them in scoring last night. This team, coached by Serhan Kavut, as mentioned, is quite a prominent professional player in the Turkish Basketball Super League, starting his career in Tofaş in Türkiye and finishing in this, well, with Bursaspor. Slovenia, you know there's going to be one player that's going to be on everybody's radar. That is going to be Mark Padjan. It's the Murray State sensation. Mark Padjan starting alongside Samet Grosic, Leon Zdravkovic, Urban Kroflic, who's one of their leading scorers, and they're going with the big man, Alias Menic. It's quite a big lineup Slovenia's going with so far this evening. It can only mean one thing, that they want to go for the win. Well, welcome to everybody watching live on FIBA's official YouTube platform. If you are watching live, to all of our Slovenian fans, Zdravo, dobar dan, kako se? Haydi in Slovenia, and to all of our Turkish fans, hoş geldiniz, merhaba. Haydi Türkiye, Türk basketball seviyorum. If you are watching, please give this live stream a like, and also let us know in the votes. Who you got? Who do you think's gonna win? Türkiye or Slovenia? There he is. Coach Serhan Kavut. I said he started with Tofaş. That's so great. He started in the city of Bursa. That was back in 1998, where he played for Oyak Renald Bursa. And he finished in Bursa with Bursaspor. Some corrections on that one. Slovenia, no, the thing I was trying to say before we got to the starting fives, we were talking about the one area of development for Slovenia, that's been the three-point shooting. Because they haven't always been the most consistent three-point shooting team within this competition. It doesn't matter who you played in previous games, it's how you finish. In that victory, that 88-61 point, well, 61 victory to Slovenia against Belgium, Slovenia were only 21% from the three-point line. These teams have met. I say these teams, these two countries have met in this competition. The first time Slovenia played Türkiye in a U20 EuroBasket, well, that goes back over 22 years ago in 2004. They met again in 2006. Reading out some of the Slovenian names, Gaspar Vidmar was playing at the time. Because in that 2006 U20 matchup, Semi Erdan was playing for Türkiye, as well as Omer Ashik. Some big names in the history of these two wonderful countries. Played Emir Prezic, also played in the time they played the third meeting in 2007. Gaspar Vidman, also Clement Lorbek, the brother of Erzam Lorbek. So quite some big names. Well, here we go. Ready for tip-off. It's Türkiye currently up against Slovenia. Slovenia getting the first 2 points. That's one good way to begin this game. Well, that's right for the tip-off. Beautifully tucked away by Urban Kroflic. Türkiye is going to try to use a size advantage against Slovenia. Slovenia's post-interior defense has been very strong in this tournament. Oh, missing. Altuntash has got to make that one. Those are the kind of misses that you cannot afford at this level. You got to be able to knock those down. Altuntash unfortunately fouled out in the game against Lithuania. Well, Grosic made his first three yesterday against Belgium. Not going to get this one. That's going to be a trip to the free throw line for Marpadyan. Marpadyan, as we mentioned, will be going to the NCAA next season. Now, he comes from Illyria, Ljubljana. This is one of the most prominent, I'd say, best teams in Slovenia that's really known for developing some of the greatest Slovenian basketball players. This Pageant has been a complete elite talent. Well, his numbers have been outstanding so far here at the U20 EuroBasket. That's undeniable. He's been averaging 14.8 points per game at 20 points in that victory against Slovenia. Four-0 start here for the Slovenians, right in front of the home crowd at the Košice Arena. Türkiye still looking for those first 2 points. Little high screen coming. Altuntash attacks again and misses again, but a foul is going to be called. The foul looks like it's going to be called on Orban Kroflic. Well, they like to run things through Salah Altuntash. And no surprise. He's a tough talent, there's no doubt about that. Because he's just nearly averaging a double-double. Only 2 games he was unable to get a double-double. The defeat against France. And he was 3 rebounds shy before fouling out again. So he's fouled out twice here against both Lithuania and Italy. Second free throw good. He's also playing in the NCAA for the St. Mary's Giles. Standing at 208 centimeters. Little ghost screen action coming from Vid Hrabar. Nice penetration, Slovenia. Now another foul is committed. Well, Türkiye, as we've seen, they do have the propensity to get into early foul trouble. I'm sure that something Slovenia is going to try to exploit here today. So what about Kroflic? Now at the free throw line. Well, Orban Kroflic has also been one of the leading scorers here at the U20 EuroBasket. Because he was last season playing in Serbia, for the magnificent city of Belgrade. Now, in 24 games he played last season, he averaged 10 points for BC Megabasket. If you know anything about them, that is the same club that helped develop the pathways of both Nikola Jovic and Nikola Jokic. Five-point lead currently here to Slovenia. Just trying to settle into some half-court set as Khan Onat. Dealing with the pressure, goes to his left. It's a good show. Now they find out Tuntash in the paints. Twisting, turning, trying to take a body with him. They lost control of it. And here comes Slovenia. Just trying to use the size here in the post. Goes up against Khan Onat. And Khan Onat, I don't know what he was trying to do, but send him right to the baseline. Simon Grosic took full advantage. A timeout is going to be called by Türkiye. Almost 2 minutes. 7-point lead to Slovenia right here. Well, it's Ege Akçay. My apologies, but still that defense. We'll return for this timeout in just under 1 minute. Welcome back, everybody, live here at the Stojice Arena in Ljubljana, Slovenia. Just one indication it's been so far here in this magnificent tournament, the third quarterfinal matchup. Winner of this game will take on France in the semifinals in 2 days' time. Türkiye have really tried to force the issue with Salah Altuntaş in the paint, but Slovenia's defense very much ready to crash and collapse. Türkiye still looking for that first field goal. Dealing with the full court pressure. Man down for Slovenia. There's the penetration out of control now. It's going to be a foul, but another trip to the free throw line. That's better from Türkiye. So it's going to be Yavuz Kara with the charity stripe. There's also another promising player, only 19 years of age, standing at 204 centimeters. He's currently playing with Bahçeşehir. Started with them as a U19 prospect back in 2022. Second free throw, no good. Well, that looks dangerous then. That might be a foul on... Oh, there's already blood. Who's Kata? I mean, I don't think that was intended by any means, but that's a little bit reckless if you ask me. Both players going for the ball, and we saw blood already. I can't decide which Slovenian jersey I like more. The Matthias Šmodiš era, the sort of darker green, like the 2007 EuroBasket color, Jakalakovic, or do I like the current sort of teal color, Luka Doncic era? But ouch. I'd say Kata's just got to be a little bit careful there. That's very painful, very dangerous, but not intended by any means. It's just two players battling for possession. Mark Padyan. It's a big kickball violation, so 14 here for Slovenia. Right now looking more comfortable in their offensive sets, because they got to make this count for the home crowd here at the Stojice Arena. Rušić keeps in his right hand. No foul given. Türkiye still yet to register a field goal here in the first quarter. Now Slovenia, they've only got one foul to give. Both teams, 3 team fouls here in the first quarter. I say first quarter. First 2 minutes, 27 seconds. Fouls on Leon Zdravkovic. Altuntaş in the paint, goes in, and this time he gets it. And again, harika basket from Erko Çocuğ. Altuntaş. He was waiting for the big throwdown. May have connected, actually. We already had one missed dunk earlier. I don't think he was going to miss that time. Chance to cut this down to a 3-point deficit. Well, comes up with his own rebound. And this time he gets his own rebound. And harika Altuntaş. Heidi. What a big-time dunk. Well, he may have not converted the 3-point play, but he'll get a 4-point play. Slovenia coming up with another offensive board. Padyan just losing control of it. And now here comes Türkiye. Transition, and it's that man again, Altuntaş. Well, he is right now left, right, and center everywhere on the floor here for Türkiye. Leveling things up. Slovenia had their struggles in the 3-point line. They get the first troika. That's what they've got to shoot better from tonight. Zdravkovic knocks it down. They had a torrid time from the 3-point line yesterday. They've got to shoot better. Extending it to a 3-point lead here for Slovenia. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Yiğit Kaba. Akçay, excuse me. I thought that was on. No, it's not on Akçay. It's on Yiğit. Almost 4 minutes played here in the first quarter. High screen coming from Grosic. Pops out to the perimeter. Slovro ball hard. Just needs to find a way to make himself a factor in this. Has to put up a prayer of a troika, and that's going to be a foul. Zdravkovic will go to the free throw line. Kaan Onat's going to be called for the foul. So Turkey's got to, at this point, got to be able to tell the difference between tough, contested, aggressive defense as opposed to picking up unnecessary fouls. That's the last thing you want to do. Now, we're going to have a review here. Not sure what the review's about. Well, Martin Harazov, our lead referee from Bulgaria, is going to the monitor just to have a further inspection. Again, I don't know what he's inspecting. Is he looking at Zdravkovic? Or is this the last three-pointer? I think they're trying to find if he had his foot in the line. So I don't see a kick out there from Zdravkovic. This might be downgraded to 2 free throws. Oh no, I was wrong. So it's going to remain 3 free throws for Zdravkovic. So chance for Slovenia to extend this back to a 6-point lead. Slovenia yesterday missed 9 free throws against Belgium. They were 24 out of 33. Just relatively good performance. 10 points from Zdravkovic. Now, he didn't shoot any free throws yesterday. He did knock down 2 of the 6 3-point field goals made by Slovenia. Well, he is a dobro igralec, as they would say in Slovenia, a good player. 6-point lead. Now here's Aksu, just trying to deal with the pressure. Slovenia's defense has been great. This is good dissecting, but again, runs into traffic. Grosic has numbers. Here we go. And a bit of showtime from Slovenia, extending it to an 8-point lead. Well, you like what you see now from Slovenia. Everything being predicated from the defense. Turkey's got to take care of the basketball, though. Altuntaş goes baseline. Too big, too strong, and simply just too harika. Too excellent. Well, if he is going to be the scoring factor, the defensive nightmare for Slovenia, they've got to keep going to him. Grosic now going for a fadeaway. That's smooth. That is Mateusz Szmodic. Wind back the clock. The twist, the turn, the mid-range. Beautiful play by Grosic. Turkey still down by 8. Just trying to keep this under control. Slovenian fans. The three-pointer a little too short. Well, Slovenia wanted a traveling violation. And they'll get a troika. And it's that man again, Zdravkovic. He had 2 yesterday against Belgium, and he's got 2 here in the first quarter. Extending Slovenia's lead to 11. Turkey's got to find some calm in their play. Kaan Onat. The kick out, they got to make this one. That's a good look. The foul is going to be close. This is good for Turkey. This will send them to the free throw line. Well, Yaiz Aksu, a chance to try to chip into the deficit. And there's no need for Turkey to panic. There's plenty of basketball to play. All they need need right now is a little bit of cooler heads, I'd say, but calm and composure in their offense. Well, there's the Trojka from Zdravkovic. Trojkovic. Well, if you know who this man plays for the mighty Siyah Beyaz champion Beşiktaş. MBU Beşiktaş. Well, 2 seasons ago, he played 10 games in the Turkish Basketball Super League. He's had many experiences with the top-level team. Looks like a sub is going to come into the game here. Who's just being reminded, transition defense. It's got to be crucial tonight here for Türkiye. Türkiye's got to make the free throws. This is one too many misses. And again, another one. Well, Türkiye will do themselves a world of favor if they make all these 6 missed free throws already. And it was by the 4th quarter. Nice little hesitation. Good move. Goes straight to the bucket. And a brilliant play. That's ISO mode by Urban Kroflic. Benim bu Beşiktaş. Benim Karşıyaka. Well, here we go. 2-on-1 now, the turnover. Oh, good hands-on defense. They can. Türkiye get something. Down by 12. There it is. It's up. It's too short. It's a wide-open look, but unable to connect. Under 3.5 left here in the first quarter. Slovenia total control this. Kroflic senses it. Now penetrates, kicks out, another one in the corner. Another Slovenian Trojka. And now this time, it's Lovro Bohar. 15-point lead currently hits to Slovenia. Well, here it is. We're going to miss some play, but why not? Penetration made by Kroflic, and Trojka time in the corner. Now Türkiye finally getting their first uç sayılık. Well, they needed one. That cuts it back down to 12. Now they've got to defend. This man, Leon Zdravkovic, he's had a hell of a game so far with 9 points. Hasn't missed a shot, and there's a deep one. Not going to get it. The rebound picked up here from Türkiye's Yiğit Kaba. Can they build? Inside the paint. Altuntaş, nice kick out. Nearly turned it over. They'll go for another one. And another uç sayı. Back-to-back three-pointers. Türkiye starting to cook it up. Yiğit Kaba from downtown. And what a move. Straight to the bucket. And Slovenia just getting inside Türkiye's paint whenever, wherever they want, and it's Leon Zdravkovic. Already 11 points here in the first quarter. Türkiye's three-point shooting has made it single digits. Tough post move, but nobody going in for a rebound. It's a tough play. That is a tough play. Harika basket. One goes flying. Türkiye prevented the offensive rebound. It looks like a foul is going to be committed. A lot of frustration there. 1:11 to go here in the first quarter. So trip to the free throw line here for Slovenia. Both teams have indeed put each other into the penalty. Now it is indeed unable to make the free throw. Like I said, Slovenia haven't missed a free throw until now. They missed 9 yesterday against Belgium. Can't put it back to a 10-point lead. Second one good. Well, can Türkiye get a 3 for 2? 3 good offenses before the start of the second quarter. That screen coming up from Yikaba. Another 3. And Türkiye beginning to cook it up. Heidi Türkiye. Third 3 already in the last 2 minutes. Back to a 7-point ball game. Neither team with any fouls to give. Kick out in the corner. Herba had his struggles from the three-point line. It's another foul. It's going to be another trip to the free throw line. Slovenia is just such a big aggressive team, and Omer Kutlai just that time unable to get the box out against Lovro Fayanel. Well, this young man, also part of KK Ilaria, like I said, probably one of the greatest basketball academies in European hoops, producing some of the finest Slovenian and European talents. It's the club of Luka Doncic's father, where he currently oversees. Sasha Doncic. Second free throw miss. But Türkiye struggling against Slovenia here on the rebounds. Final seconds winding down. Raba, a little Euro stepping. Are you kidding me? Look at that Vastina. Raba. No stopping him. Extending the advantage back to Slovenia. Final seconds. Well, has to save this one from going out of bounds. Still this time here for Türkiye. Step back, puts up a high arcing 3, and that's not going to go. So at the end of the first quarter, Slovenia, they'll head into the break time. Look at this. Well, Raba Eurostep travels all over Europe. First class ticket. Make sure you buy in advance. And this is Laku Notch. Well, we'll look at some of the key stats, and then we'll run down the best highlights from the first quarter. Slovenia, third quarter final, leading by 9. The winner of this game will meet France in 2 days' time at the semis. Well, there are your stats so far. Both teams 3 3-point field goals. Now we'll look at the highlights, and we'll be back in 1 minute. Welcome back, everybody. Live here at the Stojice Arena here in Ljubljana, Slovenia. If you're enjoying the game, please become a subscriber to FIBA. Let your friends know. Become a member so you can access all the final games here at the FIBA U20 EuroBasket 2026. Türkiye will get the first possession because they've got to gather momentum, build confidence, play by play. Lai almost turning that one over. Türkiye still have it. Oh, we got an ankle breaker. Still keeps it alive. Goes in and finishes. And Igejelar. Good night, Türkiye. What a take in the end by Emirhan Serbest. 7-point lead still here to Slovenia. Grasic, that's going to be a carrying violation. Oh no, they're going to call a foul here. I think the foul is going to be called against Chanyi's Troskun. I thought that was going to be a carrying violation against Grasic. It's going to remain possession to Slovenia. Grasic now going for an ISO. Defended by Yavuz Kara. Well, that's just too big, too strong. Simply bully basketball by Saman Grasic. Omer could lie. Hangs in the air, puts up a tough one. Can't finish. Türkiye just not coming up with enough offensive rebounds. Fitch wants to take his time, build something big here for Slovenia's offense. Coming off one screen. Another kick out, poor pass. Did Raba. Well, just a little too casual with it. Well, Türkiye go in, and a good interception preventing Chanyi's Troskun from going in for the bucket. I think the officials are going to go to the monitor to find out who had the last touch, because no foul was given. So they do need to identify who indeed had the last touch. So Martin Harazov, our lead referee, is going to the monitor. So let's find out to see who had the last touch. Well, that's going to be an overturned decision. That indeed is going to go back to Slovenia. Leading by 9 points. They want to extend this yet again to a double-digit lead here at home at the Stojice Arena in Ljubljana, Slovenia. Well, they go to Grasic inside the paint. Good paint coverage by Türkiye. It's going to be off balance. Türkiye coming up with a rebound. Now could lie. Trying to turn up the speed here. Well, in the lane goes in, and another rejection. Big time block. Well, they nearly turn it over again, but that's going to go back to Slovenia. I'd say both teams. Have a look here. You think it's going to be a wide open look for Serbes. But the big time block by Brate Lovro. Well, there's the alley-oop. Just a little too much on it. Lovro saves it. Now kicks out. Penetration made. Grasic made one yesterday. Not going to get this one. Again, the offensive rebounding from Slovenia. It's been relentless. Inspiring play from the Slovenian players. Oh, Grasic goes in, makes the diamond. It's going to be an M1, I believe. And Slovenia, at the moment, completely picking apart Türkiye's interior defense. So potential three-point play coming here for Slovenia, and a chance to make this a 12-point lead. 2:30 played so far here in the second quarter. I mean, there's no need at the moment for Turkey to panic. Still very early in this game, a lot of basketball to play. Just need to settle into a rhythm. That's now his third missed free throw tonight. Turkey has made 3 threes. Can they make a fourth one? But nobody going in for an offensive rebound. And Slovenia just getting a little too ahead of themselves. Just need to play with a little bit more cool, calm, and collectiveness. Don't need to rush anything. Both teams, gotta remember that. A date with destiny in the semifinals. And that's gonna be France. Because France, like Spain, like Slovenia, well, they've been absolutely incredible here in this FIBA U20 EuroBasket. All teams undefeated. If Slovenia win this game, well, somebody's going to pick up their first loss in that semifinals. Altuntash. Double team coming. The cut came a bit late. Turkey go for another 3. They've made 3 of them. Now they'll make a 4th one. And that should restore a little bit more confidence in their offense. Still an 8-point advantage to Slovenia. Turkey just putting hands in the passing lanes. Now you feel like their offense as well as their defense has been galvanized. So it looks like a timeout is going to be called. Both teams will talk it over. Slovenia currently lead by 8. The third quarterfinal of the 2026 FIBA U20 EuroBasket. We'll return from this timeout in just under 1 minute. 6:21 to go here in the second quarter.
Litva pokaže rekupiramo špaskarico, vi date to zrak in DJ predvaja glas. A smo 3, 4, zdaj. Zadnje 2 minuti prve četvrtine. Tribuna A čestitke, sve trenerosti, pripravi.
Final seconds dwindling down here on the shot clock. Kroflic now gets inside the paints. Slovenia unable to finish. Can Turkey? Just given the time left here in the second quarter, they could easily go on a run and try to level things up. It's going to require precise, calculated execution on their offense. Altuntash coming up for the high screen. Joska still has it. The crossover, bumps, pump fakes. And he'll get the and 1, and now he'll go to the free throw line. It's amazing how much, or how better I should say, the three-point shooting is and how that can impact the rest of the team's game collectively. You see the words of instruction coming from head coach Serhan Kavut. Three-point play converted. Now we are into 6 minutes. Slovenia trying to go for a handoff. Both teams haven't committed a lot of fouls here. In the paint, one extra pass. Now, did it take a deflection? I think it did. 2.5 remaining on the shot clock for Slovenia. Not a lot of time as Marpadia will inbound this for the Slovenians. This has got to be crisp. Slick execution now. Triple change coming in for Slovenia. Lovro Boha will come in. Babar will leave the game. Marpadia, quick catch. Handoff. That's been an offensive foul, I think. On that handoff. Figure out who they called this one on. I think that's on Lovro Lapaine. Double team on the ball screeners. Altuntash bumps. Kicks out. Khan Onat, another three. Almost got that one to go. That would have been their fifth three-pointer. Padyan in transition. Kicks out. Slovenia, they'll go for another three. Well, they had their struggles from the three-point line. But it's Troika Fiesta tonight here in Ljubljana. Puts him back up by 8 points. Turkey very well organized in all their ball screens. It's a tough shot. Doesn't get it to roll. Altuntash fights for it. Bombs goes in, and no force in Ljubljana is going to stop him from getting those second chance points. Incredible. Relentless nature from Salah Altuntash. Good hands-on defense by Khan Onat. That goes out of bounds. What's on Kata, excuse me. Keith Kata. Just trying to be as invasive as possible here on defense, and you gotta love that. Man-to-man pressure you'd expect as Yaiz Aksu will check back into the game. Omer Kutulai will go to the bench. Slovenia would love to get this to double digits. Padyan tried the circus shot. That's not gonna go. Turkey come up with it. A foul is going to be committed. Just trying to stop Khan Onat in transition. That's going to be another foul. And this one's going to be on Alias Menic. So Slovenia now with only one foul to give with 4:02 left here in the second quarter. I mean, it's a reach, it's a gamble. Anytime you do that, there's no need to do it. Well, it's actually the fourth team foul. So like I said, Türkiye, you've got to take advantage of this. Get to the free throw line. Joskin trying to work the screen. Altuntash gets some entry in the paint, goes in while he's dominating. The paint is his domain. This guy simply unstoppable at the moment here for Türkiye. Altuntash, joint leading scorer with Cengiz Joskin. Both of them have 11 points, and a timeout is going to be called. I mean, look at the seal-off. Quickly, going baseline. And even the help side defense from Lovro Lapaine. Well, he didn't want to pick up a foul, so we'll be back from this timeout in just under 1 minute. Welcome back. 3:50 to go here at the Stojice Arena in Ljubljana, Slovenia. The FIBA U20 EuroBasket third quarterfinal matchup. The winner of either Türkiye or Slovenia will meet. Well, they will meet France in the semifinals. Of course, we saw Spain with a big victory today against Belgium. And they'll wait to find out their opponents. They'll face either Serbia or Greece. The final quarterfinal matchup taking place today. Slovenia on 2 occasions have built double-digit leads. Zdravkovic gives this one back. Well, they go in the paint. It's good help side defense. But simply better offense by that Brate Lovro. That's only his second field goal tonight. Unfortunately, he is 1 for 5 from the free throw line. With Slovenia back up by 6. Altuntash, little slip screen action. He's made 4 threes. Nobody going in for an offensive board. Slovenia trying to extend their lead. Pekovsky bombs out of control, and that's going to be free throws coming up. And this is the issue that Turkey had against Lithuania yesterday. Since I said, it's the propensity to just pick up so many fouls early on. Altuntash. His positioning should be a lot better there. The arms are coming down. Turkey getting ready for some changes. Looks like Chinese Joskin will go to the bench. It's Filip Pekovsky currently the free throw line here for Slovenia. Well, the young man standing at 193 centimeters. Also played last season in the NCAA, started in some games at the University of Tennessee at Martin. He was a 55% free throw shooter. Got to be able to make your free throws tonight. Well, he's only missed 1 free throw coming into this game. Interestingly enough, he's been 90%, but Slovenia will recover the offensive rebound. Pekovsky. Nice dime. And Lovro! Lakunoc Ljubljana. Are you kidding me? Ide Slovenia. Incredible. He's having a game of games tonight, this young man. And a timeout is going to be called by Türkiye. That 4-point lead has been extended back to 8 with 2:42 left. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. Well, coming out of this timeout, Türkiye, I mean, they go on some very good runs. They play some very good basketball. But the problem for them is it's just very quickly for Slovenia to kind of just discover that identity, that motivation that's got them ahead in this game. Welcome back live here at the Stojice Arena for the 2026 FIBA U20 EuroBasket. Slovenia currently lead by 8 points. Well, Türkiye trying to run high ball screen scenarios. Here's the man they wanted to put the ball in the hands of, Kaan Onat, the leading scorer against Lithuania yesterday. Onat, ISO, straight to the bucket, could have dished off to Altuntash. It's going to be a jump ball, good hustle by Slovenia. Altuntash finally got impeded there, but no foul given. So Now for the third time here in the first half, Slovenia can extend this to a double-digit lead, to either 10 or 11, depending what they go for. They've had a few troikas tonight. It's been a massive improvement since yesterday. Already 4 out of 11 from the three-point line. Petkovic straight to the bucket, and he'll go inside the rainbow. Outstanding penetration, looking like a baby Sani Bacirovic. Rocket on the moves, giving Slovenia that 10-point lead. Altuntash kicks out, Ken Türkiye. Go for another three. It's not going to go out. Altuntash, big offensive board, goes in, gets rejected, and a big-time block. And now Slovenia riding the wave of momentum. We could have got something quicker in transition, but good transition defense from Türkiye. Slovenia, they'll go for it. They've made 4. Not going to get this one. It's going to be another offensive rebound. Well, they'll go for another 3. Almost looked like the last one he took where he got fouled, but will go out of bounds. Now, Türkiye have a man down. Not sure what happened here, but that might be the coming together. Hopefully, he's going to be okay. That looks very worrying. He's going for the medical staff to come onto the court. He's holding on to his, I think that's his left shoulder. We can only hope for the best for him. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look, see what transcended. That was a three-pointer. I don't know if it's impact to the chest or... Well, it's been a great occasion tonight, but we really hope for the best for Yai Zaksu. Not sure if it's a shoulder problem, but it doesn't appear to be a dislocation, which would be a little bit more obvious, but and hopefully we're going to see him again. Well, his team have a 10-point lead, but he knows that is not enough. Still another whole half of basketball to play. Another half of Kosharka. Omer Kutlay back in the lineup here for Türkiye. Still only 10 points separates these two teams. Not the biggest margin in the world. But Türkiye's got to find consistency in their offense. Altuntash comes up for that slip screen. Kutlay, 5 seconds remaining. A little bit out of control. Circus shot, can't get it. Big offensive rebound, a few pump fakes. And that's how Türkiye's got to battle. Second chance opportunity points. Great work by Yiğit Kaba. Well, if Türkiye get a stop here, that could be a 2-for-1. Slovenia go for another one. They've made 4. Make that the 5th. Trojka! Well, they made 6 yesterday. Right now, they have 5. So that's a big improvement. That's a big 3 knocked down by Urban Kroflic. Takes the kick out. Final seconds winding down. Altuntash. Oh, it might be a foul on Altuntash, and if it is, he's got to calm down. Because all he's done now is going to send Lapine to the free throw line. He's got to chill. He's their #1 player. I understand his frustrations. He feels like he's fouled him, but guess what? That's not a foul. Maybe you could argue there, maybe, but what you can't be doing when you're down by 11 is committing any unnecessary fouls that's just going to invite Slovenia to further extend the lead. So they're going to take him out now just to prevent it. Have a moment here. Just try to relax a little bit because he is one of the best players in this tournament. Now, that was only the 4th team foul. My corrections. I thought that was going to be the 5th team foul. Well, there you have it. End of the first half. Slovenia lead by 11. outstanding performance from the Slovenians here with the 2026 FIBA U20 EuroBasket. Right there, Türkiye. Head coach Serhan Kavud. Unless he's going to go into that halftime and inspire his players, just right now they got to chill out a little bit. They are too good a basketball team. They can definitely come back from this. Well, we're going to leave you with some of the key stats, some of the key highlights. So you can see Slovenia winning the rebound count, also having 2 more assists. Türkiye did a better job of taking care of the basketball, 1 less turnover, and they do have 2 players in double figures. Well, there's the stats, leading scorers as well. And we're going to leave you with the highlights, and we'll be back for the second half in just under 13 minutes. Welcome back, everybody, live here at the Stojice Arena in Ljubljana, Slovenia, the FIBA U20 EuroBasket third quarterfinal matchup with a winner between Turkey and Slovenia will be France in the semifinals in 2 days' time. Well, Turkey currently 33% from the three-point line, as is Slovenia. They are also 5 out of 15. They have one more attempt made than Turkey. Welcome to everybody watching live on FIBA's official YouTube platform. If you're watching the stream live as a member, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to FIBA on YouTube. Let us know who you're supporting, who you think is going to win, Turkey or Slovenia. That's a nice penetration, a great way to begin the second half. Great take by Chinese Choskin. One of the leading scorers so far this evening now has 13 points. Joint leading scorer along with Salah Al-Tuntash. Turkey had a very promising victory yesterday against Lithuania. It's getting a little bit frustrated with themselves today. That's good defense. Now forcing a turnover. Turkey want to run. It's just cooler heads need to prevail in the second half. A little high pick and roll. Tuntash goes in. And that's going to be an offensive foul. I think he knows that one as well. It's the right idea, but I think he was looking for the kick out originally. Just right there. He's a good play. You got to pull up for the mid-range. He's been so used to playing the brute strength around the floor, and he's got great around the basket, excuse me, but it's only going to be his second personal foul tonight. Contact. No, the foul's finally going to be given. Well, Lionel will go to the free throw line. 7 points tonight. He hasn't missed from inside the rainbow. May not be the worst foul though, because 10% from the free throw line tonight. He seems to be quite an issue for the Turkish defense inside the paints. It's a second made free throw. Well, no problem this time. This time he goes 100%. It's going to be another offensive foul in Turkey at the moment. After getting off to a good start here in the second half, we just see difficulties in their offense. Look here. Yeah, right there with a swipe through Khan Onat. Should be no arguments with that decision. Still a 9-point lead to Slovenia. They can further extend their lead. That's another foul. Aksu. He's practically holding it. So this will send Mark Padyan to the free throw line. High 9 from Padyan. He's only scored 2 points from the charity strike. Only Urban and Kroflic in double figures at the moment for Slovenia. Padyan makes the first. A whole half of basketball to play. Padyan looking to make it 11-point ball games. He makes both free throws. He's trying to stay in this one. It's Slovenia putting on a bit of full court pressure. And to turn it over. Good defense. He goes, and that's a hot foul. Surely, yep. An upgrade is coming. That's 2 back-to-back fouls from Aksu. You can understand his disappointment, his frustration with that foul. Al-Tuntash trying to rally the Turkish teammates together. officials here, I just wonder if they're going to discuss. Take a look here. Disagreeing with the decision. He's trying to go in to swipe, but it's too late. So it's definitely an unsportsmanlike foul because the danger of the play. But I guess the referees are trying to see if this could be upgraded to a disqualifying foul, which I would be surprised with, but interpretation is going to be a lot better than mine. The reason I agree with the call is because the swipe comes from behind. It's dangerous. Find out very quickly. Our lead referee, one of the best in international basketball, Martin Harazov, and a shout out to our officiating crew. We've got a great referee staff tonight. Martin Harazov from Bulgaria, Igor Matijak from Czechia, and also from Bulgaria, we have Dimitar Georgiev. I think they also need to find out what had transpired afterwards. Going to be in excess of more than 2 free throws coming here for Slovenia. It's looking good for Türkiye early on here in this quarter. Technical foul. So the free throw knocked down by Kaan Onat. So all of Mark Padion's points have indeed come from the free throw line. Now he looks to try to increase it further to a 14-point lead if he makes this one. He does just that. Goes KK Ilaria. Wow, more words being shared here. Mark Padion's got to calm down. Slovenia have a big lead. You want to keep building on this. You don't want to let tempers, emotions get the best of you. A date with destiny in the semifinals against France of the FIBA U20 EuroBasket. Oh, go for another three. It's a little too short, but another offensive rebound for Slovenia. Contact, aggressive drive, and another foul. The problem for Türkiye, we've only played just over 2 minutes. That's going to be Tüntash's 3rd foul. Actually, his 4th foul. I'm going to double check that one. Down is his 3rd personal foul. No, I was wrong. That is Salah Al-Tuntash's 4th personal foul. Slovenia continue to shoot really well from the free throw line. 15 out of 21. Second one just rattles in. More full court pressure being applied by Slovenia, leading by 16. Kaan Onat decides to break it himself. That's going to be a traveling violation. And it's unfortunate, but Chinese Joskin, you have to agree with that call. He picked up his foot. Took the extra step before deciding to bounce the ball. 16-point lead. Slovenia right now feel like they could probably run away with this one very early in the 3rd quarter. Slovenia finding Padion. That's another one. And there shouldn't be any arguments here. And Kaan Onat. I mean, Padion catches it, quickly elevates for the jump shot on the 3-point line. And Kaan Onat is within his landing area. Watch it. Yeah, he's got nowhere to land. Doesn't matter what day it is. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any day that ends in a Y, that's a foul. And Türkiye, after a promising beginning here in the third quarter, it's become a capitulation on the defensive end. Kaan Onat has to go to the bench. Unfortunately, Salah Tuntash, that's his fourth personal foul. So Türkiye's two key players, we're probably not going to see them for the rest of the third quarter. Right now, dominating this game. Slovenia dominating this game. Look at this. He came up with a rebound. Done by Kroflich. He's going in with a tombstone power driver. And the finish by Raba. Raba having his struggles from at the free throw line this evening. Oh, man, good line. Little hesitation. Trying to find a kick out. He's got to zip that ball a little bit quicker. He's lining down. Go for the three, and that's way off the mark. Coming up the offensive board and turning it over. Simon Grosic wants to lead the transition himself. Another foul committed. Another trip to the free throw line here for Slovenia. These will be Slovenia's 28th and 29th free throws of the evening. Kava's going to go to the bench. That's only going to be his third personal foul of the evening. So Simon Grosic, this has been a key foundation to the fabric of Slovenia's offense in this tournament. He gets a free throw to drop. He does have 7 points tonight. He's only been averaging 4.5. It's been a 70% free throw shooter coming into this quarterfinal matchup. Extending Slovenia's lead even further. Biggest lead of the game at 24 points. That's going to be a kickball violation. But what I like about Slovenia is this full court press they put on. It's a zone press. But then how quickly, whenever Türkiye breaks it, they just get into a man-to-man matchup. 5:38 remaining here in the third quarter. Tough one for Türkiye. Kaan Onat and Salah Altuntaş, each with 4 fouls apiece. Ege Akçay wants to go himself. Tough move, comes up with his own rebound. A lot of contact, but he doesn't get the ad one. But that's what you got to do if you're Türkiye. If you want to get back in this game, you've got to come up with offensive rebounds and try to get those second chance opportunity points. Anything to minimize the deficit. I mean, the target for Türkiye right now, can you get it to below 15 points going into the fourth quarter? First free throw made. Ege Akçay, that's his first point tonight. He scored 6 points on 2 occasions against both Germany and Italy. Now, that could be a lane violation, but he makes it anyway, so a little relevance. You want to put on a bit of full court pressure. Rabar. Bring this one out. Slovenia in no mood to rush anything. Look at the free throw count there. Rabar penetrates, goes in, gets rejected. Good defense by Rezan Elazai. And that's going to be a third team foul against Slovenia, committed by Samid Grasic. Well, Grasic is going to lead the game. Slovenia making double changes, so coming back into game is Ali Azmenic. Under halfway to go here in the third quarter. Can Türkiye build a run? Good lie, gives us one up. Türkiye go for another three. It's a little short, but comes up with his own rebound. And a tough cross-court pass. Intercepted by Urban Kraflic. Slovenia. Kraflic turns up the table, kicks out, fakes the pass. Well, to get it back, he'll fire this one. And Trojka! Trojka night here in Ljubljana. Urban Kraflic. I want to call him Urban Trojka Kraflic. Now with 18 points. He hasn't missed a Trojka this evening. Well, that's the second one. Let's see, he hasn't missed a free throw, but nonetheless, leading scorer in the game. Timeout's called by Türkiye. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. Well, the timeout was called by Türkiye. I think in transition, Slovenia's just had too many comfortable plays. Omer Kudlai now in the backcourt here for Türkiye. Under 4.5 to go. Still time to try and build any sort of a run to give you that motivation going into the fourth quarter. Otherwise, Slovenia, they're only going to try to make this margin even bigger. There's a little pick and pop, and the bank is open. Well, Türkiye, he needed that one. So that cuts it back down to 22. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It don't matter if you didn't call back. Türkiye will take that. Menic, while trying to dump down pass, beautifully intercepted. Kaan Onat back in the game. Remember, he has 4 fouls. Out of control. Menic said, "Not in my house," here in Ljubljana. That's how you protect the paint. Menic made the turnover. Menic made the rejection. "18 points from Urban Trojka Kraflic as he'll leave the game. An outstanding performance. Well, good movement by Kaan Onat, just trying to get open. Onat looking to drive. That's going to be Slovenia's 4th and final team foul to give away. Sideline possession coming up to Kaan Onat. Aggressive show on every ball screen defensively from Slovenia. And that was just a little too much on that pass. Pass just a little bit out of control. That's what we said with Türkiye. Very different from the game against Lithuania yesterday. They just need, well, they need more cool, calm, collected play. Cooler heads need to prevail. Sometimes you try to rush it. There's now Türkiye going into a 2-3 zone defense. Lovro Bohat finds a kick out in the corner. It's a high-arcing three-pointer. That's not going to connect. Well, Türkiye can run. I think that's going to be a foul committed. So this will send Türkiye to the free throw line. It's going to be against Mark Padjen. Not sure if that's going to be the 3rd or 4th personal foul. Because only Urban Kraflic has 4 fouls at the moment for Slovenia. Yeah, that's going to be Mark Padjen's 4th foul. So 2 of Slovenia's key leading players, like Türkiye, both have 4 fouls. The only difference is Slovenia lead by 22. Missed free throw attempt. As you look at this Turkish national team, there's a lot to like about them. They're a very good team. But they have too many inconsistencies from the free throw line. 7 out of 14 tonight from the charity stripe. This one's good, though. It's a 4-0 run now. Oh, yeah, 4-0 run from Türkiye. Got to build on this. Still a bit of time to try and minimize this deficit with over 3 minutes remaining here in the 3rd. There's that screen. There's a kick out, pump fake. Well, to make that extra pass. This is good defense from Türkiye. Menic. That's very good defense from Türkiye. And that's some positive they've got to try to build on. Heidi Türkiye, they've got to find a way back in this. Good line. Gets caught in that double team. Well, nice pump fake, little step through. That's a good look. That's a good offense. One of the better offenses they had. The end product, not quite there. Menic goes in and finishes. After the miss, Türkiye just don't get back in the paint in time. But good execution from Slovenia. Team very well deserving of the lead they've built in this game. That's a good penetration on the baseline. Foul has been committed, so free throws again coming up for Yavuz Kara. Well, 2:04 remaining here in the 3rd. Remember, we have one final quarterfinal matchup coming up later on tonight. That will see Greece take on Serbia. Yavuz Kara makes the first free throw. So they don't want this lead to get any bigger. That's the 9th made free throw this evening from Türkiye. Much better improvement from yesterday's game against Lithuania. Second one also good. Slovenia will just continue to find ways to break down this 2-3 zone. A lot of space at the high post there. Oh, here's one way to break it. An offensive rebound fully in the hands of Slovenia. Manic coming up for the screen. There's a kick out, another three. Oh, Manic. They took that one like big country. Brian Reeves, former Vancouver Grizzlies player. And another offensive rebound. And still can't get it. And another one. It's incredible. 4 consecutive offensive rebounds for Slovenia. And that is the trouble, I'm afraid, when you go to a zone. Well, can they get it? Still can't get it. And finally, Türkiye get the rebound. When you play a zone defense, you're not necessarily responsible for boxing out a player. I mean, you are, but it's the player within the zone that you're defending. Türkiye need this 3, and that's huge. That cuts it down to 18. That's a big-time play by Cengiz Çaskın. Like there, the high post entry, it's just too easy for Slovenia. And that's why that high post has got to be defended. It's got to be denied. No communication on Türkiye's zone defense. But again, as always, excellent execution from Slovenia. 6 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Türkiye and back-to-back three-pointers. 17-point ball game. Daddy Ibrahim, are you watching? Should be a proud father. Son following in the same footsteps. Cross court, Slovenia, final shot. No foul given. So it will be Slovenia going into the 4th and final quarter in this 3rd quarterfinal matchup with a 17-point advantage against Türkiye. Wilder things have happened in international basketball. 17 points. It's not impossible, but Türkiye, they've got to be collective. They've got to be together. Twice for Slovenia, they've got to make sure they come out in this 4th quarter in good shape. Türkiye, one more three-point field goal. They went down by as many as 25. They have narrowed it down to 17. Rebound count, Slovenia leading that 7 more, 29-22. We saw 4 consecutive offensive boards for Slovenia. Both Kraflic and Badyan both have 4 fouls, as do Panonat and Altuntash. We'll look at the highlights, and we'll come back for the 4th momentarily. Well, here we go, basketball fans. 4th and final quarter. Can Slovenia hang on? They'll start the 4th quarter attacking the zone from the high post. Still battling for offensive boards. It's going to be a kickball violation. Türkiye, possession by possession. Can they find a way back in this? Dealing with the man-to-man pressure. They just need to move the ball a little bit quicker here at the moment. Time winding down for Kaan Onat, but he sliced the defense. Still a 17-point lead. Well, back door is open. They don't get it to him. Well, that Kudlai was ready for it. Nice dump down, goes in. And another foul committed. So it's going to be another trip to the free throw line here for Türkiye. Fouls, if that's on Kraflic. Well, is that foul number 5? Was that foul committed by Urban Kraflic? I think it was because he's not exiting the game. Camera focused on him. The free throw's made. Makes this one. This will cut it down officially to 15. The second one unsuccessful. Altuntaş also back in the game here for Türkiye. Slovenia don't need to rush anything. They do have Lovro Lapine into the lineup. But if anything, you want to get that 5th foul against either Kaan Onat or against Altuntaş. There is a deep one. And that is a huge troika. The mother of all troikas. Incredible. Slovenia much better from the three-point line tonight than they were. It's going to be another foul on the ground. That's on Leon Zdravkovic, I believe. Well, good work by Kaan Onat. Nice little Euro step and a beautiful play. They keep scoring, but now Turkey's got to defend. Slovenia. Like I said, if Turkey's got to stay in his zone defense, don't rush anything. That's going to be a kickball violation. Still a 17-point advantage to Slovenia. As Alia's manager will come out of the game. He's had some big moments in this game, but you can see some clear frustration. The message is very deliberate there. Minute and a half played here so far in the 4th and final quarter. Nice take. Another foul committed. If that's on Altuntaş, that would be foul number 5. The reaction from the crowd tells you everything. Altuntaş has just had some extra words with the referee. So he's out of it. So coming back into the game, that's on Elazığ. So Turkey are going to have to try to survive without this star center. Makes them both. Well, Turkey, not a lot of time here if you can think about it. Still over 8 minutes, but that margin keeps getting bigger and bigger here for Slovenia. Time is winding down here in the shot clock for Turkey. That's a tough contested step back three. It's just not going to go. Good lie, Elazığ, Jackson, Kara, and Onat all on the floor for Türkiye. I don't think they're coming out of this zone defense anytime soon. Really forcing a turnover. Still the ball remains in the hands of Slovenia. Well, Crawford will go for another one. And good night, Lakunac with the troika indeed. Crawford. He's just putting up the percentages. He's becoming Mr. Troika. Timeout called straight off the screen. No communication for Omer Kudlai. And that's too simple, too easy, and it's beautiful. Look at this. Like a little baby Goran Dragic with the left hand. Well, we'll head back from this timeout in just under 1 minute. Just over 2.5 here in Slovenia now are going to commit their final team foul. I don't think they'll be too concerned at this stage. 2:30 is still to play. Well, have been played so far here in the fourth. As you can see, they keep on battling. That's been undeniable. But that torrid moment in the third quarter when the technical fouls came out. It's a good penetration, alley-oop time, and beautiful connection. And that's what they've missed in this game. You gotta like that about Kaan Onat. He is a point forward, if anything. Foul is gonna be committed on the ground by Cengiz Coşkun. Well, three goes in the corner. That's a little off here. 3 minutes almost played. Türkiye. They can start to build points quickly. This is going to be a rough ending. Kaan Onat, though. What a talent he's been so far here at the FIBA U20 EuroBasket. For a step back. Three is up. That's a beautiful three. That's a 5-0 run of inspiration from Türkiye. And I think Slovenia quite clearly has identified Türkiye is not done. That's what I said. This team will continue to play with their hearts and give everything. 17-point lead, 6:45 left. Slovenia, like I said, they don't want to afford the case of getting too casual because they understand too full well how good a team Türkiye are. We'll be back in this timeout very shortly. Look at some of the key stats here from Slovenia. Well, Slovenia will get going right away from the timeouts. Bosch just kicks this one out. Bohan, another kick out. Remember, Patyan does have 4 fouls. Still scoreless from the field, even though he has 10 points, all from the free throw line. That could change right here. Padgett fakes the pass and sends the defense looking. And that's his first field goal tonight with 12 points. 10 have come from the free throw line for Mark Padgett. Club Košarku Ilirija will be very impressed. And if that's on Padgett, well, I'm afraid that's it. That would be 5 fouls. He's done. He has officially fouled out. So another direct trip to the free throw line here for Türkiye. Well, they can't cut it back down to 17 points. 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. I'm telling you right now, this kid Kaan Onat, he's going to be a serious talent. You could definitely see him playing alongside the Shen Goat, the Turkish men's national team player. There's a lot to like about this kid. College Park Skyhawks stands at 195 centimeters. He's a combo, can play anywhere from 1 to 3. That makes the free throws. Still 17 points the margin. And what a rejection! A big time block by Rezan Elazai. Here comes Türkiye. Now, that's going to be another foul. And unfortunately, Chinese Choskin, had he made that one, you're looking at cutting this down to a 14-point deficit if you can convert the three-point play. Türkiye not out of it. Not by a long stretch. Let's get it down to a 15-point ball game. Alvaro Borja checking out of the game here for Slovenia. You think with 5:41, a team of Slovenia's ability, their quality, should be able to hang on. It's going to be Türkiye's third team foul to give, so only one more to give for them. But Kaan Onat doesn't commit the foul, but he does have 4, so that's on Yavuz Kara. So far over 2 from the field, but he's made 5 out of 8 from the free throw line this evening for Türkiye. Slovenia just want to run time down. There's a kick out, there's a 3. But it's been offensive rebound after rebound. And another one. And they have just punished Türkiye on the offensive rebounding. And I think that's what has led Türkiye down tonight. Slovenia, 18 offensive boards, more than defensive. I think that's told a big story. Gotta kicks out. Türkiye gotta make this one. Good look, unable to finish. But Grosic, oh, the hustle, the heart, the effort. A baseline possession to Türkiye. Well, they got to get this one in bound. Straight on the baseline, a little mid-range. Good look, but just unable to finish. Well, we're under halfway to go. Slovenia may have just done enough. Rabat goes baseline, tries to kick out, but another foul's committed. So that's going to be Türkiye's 4th and final team foul to give away. That's not going to be a shooting foul. as it was made. Vid Raba was trying to make the pass. Well, both teams now will put each other into the penalty. Baseline possession coming. It's a foul clear as daylight. One's on Chinese Choskin. Well, Kroflic has been on fire. In and out, doesn't get it. Comes up with the 19th offensive rebound here for Slovenia. Incredible showcase tonight from the Slovenians. Alley-oop and Laku notch. Good night, Ljubljana. Incredible. Incredible showcase from this Slovenian U20 national team. Obrate Lovro. It's his night. It's his world. A timeout call by Türkiye. 19-point lead with 4:25 to go to Slovenia. We'll be back from this timeout in under 1 minute. Türkiye will inbound this. Feel like the comeback. At this stage, they were able to get it down to 15, but I think with the foul trouble they've had, it just has made it very tough. The loss of Salah Altuntush. Chinese Jackson then leading the score tonight with 18 points. I feel they're going to have to go into the qualifications after this. Lai went for the three-pointer. That's a little too short. In Slovenia, it's going to be an outstanding end. Well, Türkiye forced a turnover. Good Lai will go in. He'll finish this one. That's what they've missed so far this evening. Converting those turnovers into fast break transition points. Still time not on the side of Türkiye. Rashid's coming up for that high screen. Pick and pop. He'll go for the troika. And he'll just go in and out. That's a good sequence for him. Something he should look to go for a lot more. Good Lai still has it. He throws this one away. They had a wide open look in the corner. Now Grosic. No look dime goes in. And Slovenia will finish this one. Extending it back to a 19-point lead. The fatigue factor. More so the emotional and psychological fatigue settling in for Türkiye. Transition points have been very impressive tonight for Slovenia. Lazai in the paint. Got to go to work, big fella. He's fouled. And now he'll go to the free throw line. He's the talent to work with. There is a lot to like about this kid. He's got 5 points tonight. He's also playing in the NCAA. Well, Rezan Elazai standing at 212 centimeters. That's roughly 6'11". Now he's playing at Appalachian State University. He first came onto the scene in the summer of 2024 at the FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup. We did average 6 points, along with 3 rebounds. Unable to make the second free throw. 18-point lead to Slovenia. Remember, one final quarterfinal matchup tonight here at the Stojice Arena in Ljubljana. And that will be between Greece and Serbia, a Balkan derby between two of the greats. Elazai with a rejection. I feel he could have caught that one. Sean also into the game. Elazai's going to go to the bench. He'll take a breather. 4.3 remain on the shot clock here for Slovenia. Got to get it inbound. They'll go for a quick one. Front iron, Alishin. Just collecting the rebound. Solo there on the defense. Turkey now looking down the barrel of facing the prospects that go into the classification. While Slovenia, the thoughts of preparing for that semifinal match here at home against France. Slovenia forced another turnover. Now they're just trying to get everybody involved at this stage. In it, Plut. Once Pekovsky kicks out, they'll go for another one. Oh, Rabbi just gets good looks on the three-point line. He's just not knocking him down. And he's got to have confidence in his three-pointer. Simple as that. Good line. Hesitation. That's not going to go, and it will go back to Slovenia with 1:45 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And that might be a very exciting matchup to watch. We've seen how dominant France have been, but they have been tested in their last two games against both Croatia and Poland. Croatia having led by 10 points with a few minutes in the fourth quarter, and they had a chance to win it with Luka Bicic at the end, only for France to win in overtime. I'm sure Slovenia, knowing when the bracket came out, knowing that if they got to the semifinals, France were potentially going to be an opponent. And the same goes to France. They've been watching Slovenia. They've been watching Turkey, Lithuania. But it does look inevitable. Slovenia trying to extend this even further. Pekovsky. Tough kick out in the corner. Time winded down. Well, saving this one going out of bounds. The foul is going to be called. So free throws coming up for Slovenia. It's going to be Mark Chapeller at the free throw line. Goes playing for Šenčer in Slovenia. Well, the most he played was 14 minutes against Romania, where he was 3 out of 5 from the field. He's now 3 out of 8 from the free throw line in all the games he's played here at the U20 EuroBasket. Oh for 2 from the free throw line. Rebound picked up here by Turkey's Emirhan Serbest. A tough one for Turkey. You got to ask the question. They didn't have that capitulation. Oh, it's going to be an offensive foul. Pekovsky just going to the ground. But goes back to the question. Had Turkey had just more cooler and calm third quarter, this could have been a very different outcome. But unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be. Well, Slovenia will try to see out this final 1:11. For Slovenia, it's going to be a matter of how they match up against the likes of Mohamed Diakite. Well, Mohamed Saki has been outstanding, probably the 2 best interior players. Slovenia again save this one. That's going to go out of bounds, and now we'll go back to Turkey. I think a very impressive thing to note tonight is Slovenia have 41 rebounds, but only 1 more defensive rebound than offensive. I think that just shows the hunger, the work ethic, the rate, the determination of this Slovenian team, and how much it would mean to these fans if they bring home the FIBA U20 EuroBasket. Nice little penetration by Alishan. He's able to finish inside the paints. But it's all a consolation at this moment for Türkiye. Tarkovsky trying to kick something out. Paint entry made by Lovro Lapaine. Well, they keep this one alive. Final seconds. Time winding down. Catches in the air, goes in and finishes. There you have it. Slovenia will get their final bucket of this quarterfinal. And it's all over. Slovenia heading to the semifinals of the FIBA U20 EuroBasket, where they will meet France. They win 90-72 against Türkiye. On their home court, in front of their home fans at the Stojice Arena in Ljubljana, Slovenia. A magnificent victory, a huge win. Türkiye will head into the classification round. But as I mentioned, fans, we have another game coming up. And that is going to be a hell of a game to watch. It's going to be a Balkan derby. Greece going up against their friends, their rivals, Serbia, which the winner of that game will indeed take on Spain in the semifinals in 2 days' time. We're live here at the Arena Stojice in Ljubljana, Slovenia, the 2026 FIBA U20 EuroBasket. You take a look at the final stats here. Türkiye with 16 turnovers. They have real lead scorers. Well, we'll see you for the final game in just over half an hour.